Okay. Hi guys, it's Yui and Jackson. Thank you for coming back to our channel. And if you're new, thanks for watching my channel.
We lived in America together for about 6 years, and then we moved to Japan about 2 years ago, and I've lived here for 2 years.
So we're international married couple. He's American, I am Japanese. So today we're gonna talk about things we like and dislike about living in Japan.
Don't forget to hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell to get notifications whenever Yui uploads a new video.
Alright, let's get to it. Let's talk about things we like.
Like?
Yeah.
For me, the
First one.
biggest thing that stands out moving directly from San Diego to Japan is how clean everything is. I really appreciate that. Everybody in Japan just has a lot of respect for other people, and so you very rarely see people throwing trash on the ground or graffiti, things like that. Where in Southern California, we have a hard time getting people to stop pooping on the ground. So there's a huge difference.
That's true. Maybe it's in Shizuoka where we live specifically, but we don't have like public trash cans anywhere.
Oh yeah, that is one of the weirdest things, and it's so hard for you to get used to, but then eventually it just kind of blended in and I don't have a problem with it anymore. But
So if you're out and you eat something, you make a trash, then you have to put it in your purse and take it home. Your trash, your responsibility.
Yep.
So another thing I think is very different and good about Japan is our medical system. So before I moved to the States, I was a student. I was like under responsibility of my parents. So I didn't have like any idea of like how the medical system works and all. But then I moved to the States and then I kind of became more independent, and I had to sometimes pay my own medical bill. To get one tooth fixed, it costs like $3,000 or something.
yep.
Actually, when that happened, I actually went back to Japan and fixed my tooth, because the flight ticket was cheaper than the actual dentist cost in the States. That's why like I was kind of like avoiding to go to doctors and dentists, like even after we came back and we moved here. But we went there and it was like all the checkups and like fix some things, and it's like $10 total. Like, but you did X-ray.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
The American medical system is really weird, and people that know about it will probably be like, well, you didn't have insurance. Even with insurance, growing up, we avoided the hospital as much as we possibly could. You only go if you're dying.
Yeah.
And
like if you have a flu and you know it's a flu, then you don't go to hospital.
Yeah,
Why?
Absolutely not.
That's like crazy to me.
Suffer in silence at your house until you feel better. So you lived in America for 7 years. What are some differences that you've realized that you care about?
Definitely food.
Yeah.
In general, there are a lot more restaurants and like fast food chains in Japan, I feel like. And each thing is priced fairly reasonable. Like a burrito at Chipotle costs like $10. So if we are getting one for each, that's $20. But in Japan, like you can get a bowl of gyudon, like beef bowl, for $5 each, or even like $3.80. I think it's like $3.80. So if you get a bowl each, that's like $7-8.
Yeah.
So that's like less than half, and it's like it actually tastes really good.
Yeah, it is. That is one thing. I think the food quality is way better.
Yeah.
And then on top of the price being lower, there's also no tipping in Japan, so it makes eating out just that much more economical. So going out to restaurants is a much more common thing for us here in Japan. And
Yeah.
if we don't find a way to back down from it, when we go back to the US, we're gonna end up in the poorhouse. So.
Do you have anything else that you like about Japan?
I think that one of the other things that I noticed the most is the difference in customer service. And probably anybody in Japan would know that the customer service is legendary. Like, everybody is so courteous, so polite.
It's like a famous kind of Japanese culture thing.
Yeah, but I would go a little bit against the grain on it and say I don't really like it. So in America, customer service is nowhere near as courteous and polite, but we have kind of a norm of talking to customer service people and like making small talk with them. In Japan, everything just seems so robotic. Like, they're not allowed to be a person.
We personally like having a conversation with customer service agent, like, how's your day?
I think I do. I didn't know that you did. Thinking back on it, I actually used to think it was really annoying in America. Leave me alone. Like, I don't need to talk to you about stuff. But I like it way more. Do you have any other things that you thought were interesting differences?
I think I talked a little bit about it in my introduction video, but work culture is very, very different from the one in the States. It's like completely different thing. First of all, the salary system is very different. It's much smaller here in Japan, and it includes a lot more working hours, less vacation time. I think a lot of companies require you to work like overtime just mandatorily.
I have like a part-time job as an English teacher here, a like contract type pay system, so I get paid for the lessons that I do. And so there's no time allowed for like other clerical work,
like submitting your schedule,
or they want you to do like reports on students and stuff like that, and they have like zero problem asking you to do that work off the clock.
That's like not just because the company is bad or anything, it's just the whole culture is okay to ask to travel outside of your work hours. And like,
yeah, and to be clear, like, it's not really a huge problem for me because it's something I feel very strongly about, and I will just tell them, like, no, if you're not paying me, I'm not going to do work for you.
Yeah.
And they have never had a problem with that. It doesn't trigger in their brain that like that's not something that you should ask someone to do.
Yeah.
And whenever I point it out to them, they're like, oh yeah, sorry. Are we doing dislikes now?
Yeah.
One thing that I've definitely noticed, and I kind of knew about it before, I have a friend in San Diego who is gay and spent some time here in Japan. And so I already knew this before I got here, but just that the gay community is very closeted in Japan. I've never seen any outright pressure for them to stay closeted. But I don't know any openly gay people here in Japan.
Yeah, the only time we saw like openly gay people was in Blind Parade in Tokyo.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I'm guessing Tokyo is maybe not quite as bad. Yeah, just thinking that there's so many people here that are intentionally hiding a lot of their personality because of the fact that they're just not so accepted here. It's kind of a sad thing.
That's definitely one big thing that I don't want to live in Japan. Like, I really, really love gay culture, and I wish it was allowed to shine in Japan. I think if it was something like that, I might consider living in Japan a little bit more.
Yeah, I think it just goes to the whole idea. I think that Yui really likes the US more, is that just everybody is accepted.
Yeah.
And of course, America has problems with that too.
Yeah.
But in general, you can basically be whoever you want to be in the US. Maybe some people will be mad, but you'll be able to find a community that definitely accepts you.
Yeah. So that's about it.
In general, I like Japan better.
I like US better. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you guys have any questions or comments about our lives in Japan, please let us know in the comment down below. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!